What up, folks? It's your pal, Coach Vino, and this is the Glass Half Full podcast where we turn setbacks into comebacks. Let's go.
Yo, everybody goes through setbacks, but don't let these setbacks make you take a step back. Step back from the situation, put your brush down, envision the picture you're painting, because everybody goes
All right. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Coach Vino, the people's bartender, and your certified coach from the Boogie Down Bronx. So I hope everybody's well. Since the last time we hung out, I'm doing really great. We are in the midst of the holiday season. So, I went out there, did all my Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping that I could. One thing I do is I always try to make sure I support the small businesses, though, man. Get those mom and pops, get them some of your money. Because it is not easy to own a business, to be an entrepreneur. And that's actually leads me to today's conversation. Because when you think about how difficult life can be, right? Whether you're a small business owner or just, a stay-at-home mom or dad, whether you're a student, whatever the case might be, you're retired, whatever your situation, there could be a lot of difficult and challenging times. And sometimes you could think to yourself, how the hell am I supposed to get through this, right? You feel like life just hit you with a left hook that you never saw coming. And God knows how many times that's happened to me in my life. And it's not easy. It is not easy. Maybe it's losing someone you love. I remember losing my best friend at 33 and just, not understanding how to even, process that. It's still difficult to this day. Or maybe it's just one of those seasons where it feels like everything that could go wrong does. And like I said, I've been there. We all have. That's the reality of it. But here's what I've learned. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And I'm sure you've heard that before. And I don't mean tough like, we're cold or we're emotionless. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that quiet strength. The kind that doesn't quit when things get ugly. It's the kind that bends but doesn't break. It's the kind of toughness that takes a hit, stumbles, but still finds a way to get back up. See, life's not about avoiding the hard stuff. This is something you need to understand. It's about learning how to keep going when tough times happen. Because these tough moments, they're going to reveal what you're made of. Okay, they strip away all the noise, they strip away all the pretending, and they show who you really are. Okay, everybody looks good, right? Everybody looks strong when life is easy, right? We look like champs. When the bills are paid, when the sun is out, when everything's going your way, anyone can smile, anyone can feel good. But the real strength, the real warrior shows up in the dark. When you don't know what's next, when you're scared, you're tired, you're unsure, but you still keep moving forward anyway. That's toughness. That's grit. And here's the truth, guys. Nobody gets through life without a few storms. Nobody. I don't care who you are, how rich you are, how famous you are, how powerful you are. Okay? But the storm is not what defines you. Your response to it does. Okay? You can let it break you or you can let it build you. When I look back on the hardest times in my life, those were the seasons that taught me the most. Why? Because they humbled me. They refined me. They reminded me that I'm stronger than I give myself credit for. And you are too. And I know it might not feel like it right now, because maybe you're in a chapter that just doesn't make sense yet. Maybe you're praying for answers and all you're getting is silence. But listen, just because it's hard doesn't mean that it's hopeless. Every storm runs out of rain eventually. This is 100% fact. Ask Sam Champion of the weather. Weather Channel, you know what I'm saying? Because every night ends with sunrise. This is just what it is. You just got to hold on long enough to see it. The trick is to stop asking why me and start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Because there's always a lesson in the pain. Okay, maybe it's teaching you patience. Or maybe it's building your faith. Maybe it's showing you that you don't need as much control of things as you think you do. And look, being tough doesn't mean pretending that everything's fine. It doesn't. Okay, I'm talking to the fellas specifically. It's okay to cry, bro. It's okay to admit you're tired. And it's okay to not have all the answers. Okay? Tough people feel it all. But they just don't stop there. They let the pain shape them, not define them. Because what you're going through right now, I'm telling you, it's temporary. It's just a chapter. It's not your whole story. And I promise you, the day will come when you will look back and say, I don't know how I made it through that, but I did. And that's when you're going to realize that you were built for this. You were built to be this man, this woman. Tough times, they help create perspective. They help you appreciate peace when it comes. They make you more compassionate, more grounded. They make you more real. They remind you that strength is never about falling. It's about never staying down. So if you're listening to this right now, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're going through, and if life's got you on your knees, remember this. You survived 100% of your worst days so far. Okay? Understand, you've had a ton of tough times and you've survived 100% of them so far. Don't stop now, because that's not luck. That's resilience. That is toughness. And that is proof that whatever this next challenge is, you can handle it too. So don't give up. Don't lose heart. This storm that you're in, it's not forever. I told you this. Every storm runs out of rain. But who you become because of it, that will last you a lifetime. Because tough times don't last. But tough people do. We do. Me and you. Well, that's all I got for you folks. If you enjoyed today's podcast, I appreciate if you left a review so you can help Coach Vino feed the hungry algorithm. If you or someone you know might want to work with Coach Vino, you can visit my website, CoachVinoLLC.com. You can also follow the podcast on social media where I share more of my thoughts in bite sizes. And look, it gives me an opportunity to interact with you guys, which is always really fun for me. So I'm everywhere at Coach Vino Podcasts. And remember, folks, if nobody else tells you, Coach Vino appreciates you. Cheers.
I find it hard to reveal these thoughts and express what I'm feeling in a hip-hop form. But I was born to succeed, so as long as I breathe, ain't nobody on this earth gonna crush my dreams. Yo, this might be the end of the verse, but this is just the start of a new beginning. Word.